When you're negotiating a term sheet with a venture capitalist, you have to come in with the understanding of the game you're playing, because it's a game like anything else. The venture capitalist has the money and you want the money if you're the portfolio company. So if you come in and you ask for things that are asking for the moon, you're not going to get it. You got to understand the process. So the typical things that you're going to have in a term sheet are who's going to be on the board, what are the liquidation preferences, what are the vesting schedules for the shares of the stock in the company, and what are the typical protective provisions. So you start out with and you understand that if you have stock that you own outright in the company, a typical VC is going to want 4-year vesting, where 25% vests after the first year, it's called a cliff, and then 1% thereafter for 36 months. The other thing the VC is going to want is they're going to want to be on the board. They may let you control the board, 2 founders and a VC, that would be 1 out of 3 for the VC, but they're going to want board representation. And then let's move to the area of things like protective provisions and liquidation preferences. You're going to negotiate in the liquidation preference. How much money goes back to the VC before the common shareholders get their money? Typically, one time. They'll get, if they put $1 million in, they'll get $1 million back before anything goes to the common stock. And then protective provisions. You're going to run the company if you're the founders of the company, but the VC is going to want to have certain blocking rights. There may be a limitation on how much debt you can incur. Executive compensation. You can't just go off and give yourself $1 million raise. They're going to have protections on issuing more equity that's senior to them or even potentially on the same level as them, which is called pari passu. So you're going to have certain types of things where they're going to have veto rights over how you operate the company. So those are the principal areas you want to be particularly concerned about.